Welcome friends, it is I, your host Scarf, and it's time to check out the new Hell. There she is, there's Dark Hell, pretty damn hot. And then Light Hell, also pretty damn hot. So there we go, so we're going to go ahead and get into the patch and check out her endowments and the changes they made to her. So let's go ahead and get into that. There she is, Dark and Light Hell, there she is right there. Bam! Tries to scare you right there. Now there's two minds about this, is that damn she's hot in both. And some people though, those who follow the lore, is the light side's supposed to be, well, hot, and then the dark side's supposed to be scary and dead and all this stuff and ugly. So I get, oh, that's unfortunate. Now over here we got Cyberpunk Naya. There he is. And some people are like, they're not ambiguous enough. But there you go. So Cyberpunk Naya is very blue. Extremely blue. You do their alt, blue background. You do their 3, blue sash, as you can see. The ring's really blue. When they do their ult, they leave a blue trail. And so there they are. Looking pretty cool there. And I don't know, I think I just like regular better. Also, the gold is so well done, I think. I really like the gold skin as well. I don't think I'd play this one. I play these, but that's my opinion. Someone's going to definitely love the Cyberpunk one, that's for sure. Now we got Hell over here. There she is. Bam! So she doesn't have a disc anymore. She has a floor thing like Rod does. Which is so unfortunate. So very unfortunate. There you go. There's the dark form, light form. Jingle Hell over here. So, apparently they're going to make changes to this skin. Like, this isn't the final version of it yet. Although it looks pretty good. Then here's the dark version of it. So that's nice. I don't know. Maybe they'll just keep it like this. Looks pretty fine to me. Looks very Christmassy. So there you go. There it is. Other skins. So let's check out the other skins. Xbalanque Gold. Got the blue one right here. This is very nice. The blue really contrasts very well with the gold on Xbalanque. And his bolos are gold when he throws them. It's pretty cool there. Then we got the black one. This one looks nice. The black is more subtle here. I think I like the blue one better because just how the black stands out more. And that's a weird effect right there, is how you don't see the black on that side. That looks like a graphical bug. Yeah, okay, is that how it's always been, where the feathers are on one side but not on the other? No, okay, so there you go. We got ourselves a graphical bug here, people. It's not on the other side. That is interesting right there. Wow. Okay. Well, good to know. Probably should mention that and tell the devs that, and so they can make a little fix there, because that's funny. Alright, let's see here. What else we got over here? We got ourselves a golden Hades. There you go. And it's pretty cool here. As you see, there's the purple in there. And for that, you got the blue in there. That is cool right there. So he's blue smoke on the inside while purple still on the outside. For the black one, he is also purple on the outside, black on the inside. So that's really cool right there. So he's got 6 skins. Ymir has 7 skins. I don't know if anyone has more skins than Ymir, because Ymir's just got so many dang skins. But I think this is probably second, although a couple other people might have 6 skins as well. Let's see here, Thor, who does not have a gold skin yet, will have 6 when he gets them. So a bunch of people have 6, while as Ymir has 7, so that's cool. Now we got 2 voice packs. Let's go ahead and hear Kali's first. Kali voice pack.
No problem. Enemy missing right.
As you can see, I already bought it. Retreat! Which is not a surprise, because I am in love with Kali again.
Attack right lane. I have returned.
Well, I've always loved Kali, but right now lane. She's actually worth playing.
Enemy missing middle. I'll gank middle lane.
It's a very good voice pack, I feel, because she is very angry sounding.
Be careful right. Enemies behind us.
And that's very appropriate for her, because she's a very angry lady.
Retreat! Help right lane. Enemy missing.
Pretty good. Oh, let's look at Naya skin again, just to go both sides of it. There you go, front and back again. There you go, in case I never showed the back, there you go. Over to Hell, voice pack.
I'll attack the fire giant!
Nice, that is nice and angry there.
Be careful right! Behind us!
Here's the fun part.
Retreat right lane!
Yep, both voices are in the voice pack, people.
Nice job!
You kind of get 2 for 1 discount there.
Ultimate is down! I'll defend the fire giant! Defend!
When you're in dark form, she says the dark voice. When she's in light form, she does the light voice. So that is really cool.
Follow me. Thanks. I'll attack the fire giant.
Now,
no.
The dark sounds angry enough. No, not the fire giant. She sounds angry enough. Well, this one sounds...
Retreat middle lane.
I don't know. A little too squeaky for me. I don't know. I don't know if that's really how she should sound. But...
I'll defend left lane.
That's how she sounds.
Gank left lane. I'll defend the fire giant. Look at me.
Look at me. Oh my god, everyone is looking at her. Okay, so Other changes besides the gold skins and the voice packs and all these things. We will talk about Hell's changes at the end of this thing. But here's some other changes, and that is general stuff. Arena Conquest and Joust 3v3 you can play at level 1. Assault, Domination, Joust, and Match of the Day you have to be level 6 to play. They've added a jump emote, and it's going to be on every god, but for now it's only on Guan Yu, Neith, Ra, Thor, Ymir, Anhur, Athena, Freya, and Naya. Oh, and Hercules. I'd actually like to see how it looks on Ra. I've seen it on Ymir. Looks dumb as hell. I've seen it on, who else did I see it on? I think I also saw Naya. Looks dumb as hell. Hercules, dumb as hell. It looks really dumb, and it cracks me up at how dumb it looks. Some people are offended by the fact jump is in this game. I'm not. I think it's dumb and funny at the same time, but it doesn't bother me. It bothers a lot of people, though, so it's quite a polarizing thing that we're seeing. But it's alright, and it's attached to space for jump. I switched mine back to the mouse for space, and I'm going to put it on J. That's the way I'm going to do it, so you can rebind those things if you want. Other things, let's see here. Oh yeah, warding, you can now disable the sounds. Also, Arachne's eggs and Artemis's traps no longer ping. So that's good, because that was annoying the hell out of people, that's for sure. Clan tags have been re-added to the scoreboard, that's good. They were not intentionally removed. Okay, so that's what happened. Alright. The filter for cursing has been pretty weird lately. Like, potato is censored. I don't know if it's censored now. And the profanity filter wasn't always working for other people as well. So I don't know if it's working well now or not. They've made a change to the balancing for assault. So I actually was fine with everyone just having one of each class. But now it's going to be... everyone has the same of whatever class shows up. So the example they give is 4 mages, 1 warrior on one team. He's going to have 4 mages, 1 warrior on the other team. So that's what they're going to do for Assault now. Another change is... Alright, another change is for Assault mode. The longer the match goes, the more big minions will show up compared to small minions. Also, fire weapons show up when the Phoenix is down. Also, respawn times are a maximum 60 seconds now instead of 55, and that's for all modes. 60 seconds is the maximum for all modes. Conquest was 55, now it is 60. So there's a change for that. So that will make things a little better, hopefully, for some people. His matches have been going really long with 55. 5 seconds more, I don't know what that will do, but we'll see soon enough. Okay, any god with a multi-stage basic is going to have that in their passive description now, because some of them didn't have it. They've added new stuff to the end of match lobby. They've also brought back accolades, which is great, because I miss seeing those. And the free gods of the week are Anhur, Athena, Freya, Hercules, and Naya. We're going to see quite a bit of those people for sure. And that should be everything as far as I know, as far as general stuff. Next up will be items. Let's get to that. Alright, first up is actives, then items. So first up is teleport to towers. So now it is not a recall, or it's not a teleport thing. Here's what happens now. It's you teleport to towers, shield to teleport, and protected recall. So those are the changes that they've made to this, is that's how it works. 180, 90, and then you got 60 and 60. So that's what they've changed there. Compare that to the consumable of 200. And, well, depending on how often you do teleport is how much that would be worth it. Personally, I'm not going to use it still, but somebody might. So there you go. There's a change to that active. The rest are items. Let's go ahead and go to the items. And this one's kind of amazing. First up is the Aussie. The Aussie now does this. Now it's only physical. Now it is penetration, lifesteal, and attack speed. Look at this. 15% lifesteal, 30% attack speed, 15 penetration. And you drop below 35% of your HP, you gain 25% more lifesteal. So a 40% lifesteal for 5 seconds, every 15 seconds, when you're below 35% HP. For Assassins, this is amazing. For Warriors, this is amazing. For Guardians, this is amazing. For anyone physical, this is an amazing thing. The old one, I guess not a lot of people liked using it for either class, but for this one, damn! This is a great replacement to Soul Eater for me. Sure, you get 25 lifesteal from this and 10% attack speed, but the DPS of 30% attack speed with penetration and only 15% lifesteal, but it goes up to 40%. That is pretty amazing to have, and it is even cheaper than the Soul Eater. This is going to replace the Soul Eater in my main Assassin builds and my AD builds, my 100 builds. This is definitely replacing the Soul Eater for me. Look at the other ones comparable. You got the Devourer's Gloves. 15% penetration to this. The Devourer's Glove is still pretty nice, but this lifesteal with the attack speed, just the DPS on that should be better than Devourer's Glove. So Why not get this? It's even cheaper after all. There's all these other ones. Bloodforge, probably in combination with this, if you want to have 2 lifesteal items, is going to be amazing overkill in power and lifesteal. And that is going to be something glorious to see for some people, for sure. Next up, we're going to take a look at... oh, Idol of Concentration. So this is a tank item. See over here. Idol of Concentration is here. It is Idol of Concentration. So it gives you cooldown, magical protection, and mana MP5. And the passive was very interesting, and it feels like an Anubis thing. You gain an additional 15% damage mitigation for 3 seconds whenever you hit with a hard crowd control ability. This can only occur once every 10 seconds. So this is definitely something against Anubis for sure, where he'll mummify you and do all of his things, and this will mitigate his damage. So that's anti-Anubis for sure. And a couple other mages, but definitely hard up on Anubis is this an anti-4. Other ones would be, does Freya's pop-up count as hard CC or soft? If it's soft, then okay. But if it's hard CC, because it's a pop-up and you're not in combat for a while, then this will mitigate a curse for 2 when she's hitting you with that 2-1 combo, so that'll be good there. So really, it's just, you get hit with a stun, then do this, there you go. Same thing goes for Agni, he stuns you and then drops all his ults on you, this will mitigate that for a little bit. So it's very interesting to see this item, this is a good anti-mage item from what I can tell already. And we'll see who uses it. Definitely a tank item for sure though. Pestilence here. Now, what this one does is it gives you magical protection and health, and then gives you an aura that diminishes the regeneration and healing of enemies within 55 feet by 15%. I don't know if 15% is really all that huge. It does add up per hit though. I don't know how huge that is. Pretty good defense there, good HP there. And there's a debate that I'm hearing that is comparing it to Bulwark of Hope. Which one would you rather have? They're saying this would replace Bulwark. So Bulwark gives you 450 health, 60 magical protection. This one gives you 65 magical protection and 300 health. And it is a lot cheaper, that's for sure. So if you want to get a magical defense item and you just want to save that extra gold for something else, you can go for Pestilence instead of Bulwark of Hope. But it does depend on whether or not you want that little extra HP and if you want that passive or not. A lot of people say the passive is worthless on Bulwark, it's more about the stats, but because this has better stats, you should get this instead. And it's a new aura item for Ares as well. But that's a debate really going right now is which one should you get, Bulwark or Pestilence, and I guess it depends on what you're doing really, and how many healers you're dealing with as well. And that's all the items. Alright, so now it's time for god changes, and there's quite a bit of them. Okay, we're going to go over Hell last in its own separate section, so let's go ahead and do the other gods. So we're starting out with Arachne, and it's one little change. She still shoots her ult through walls. That's still an interesting novelty, but what they've done is they've extended it by 10 feet. It used to be 70 feet length, now it's 80 feet length. What this means is you'll be able to get people who are just out of your reach a little more. Like, we know me, where I got the assault and I'm firing it out there, and someone just barely gets away from me, and I've done it repeatedly so many damn times. So for someone like me who can be pretty accurate with it, but they're just too far away, this is huge for me. But at large, it's still, I don't know, you can just pull people through walls even better, because you get a better range on it, so that's nice. But in the whole viability thing, I still say it's not enough. But it'll be a fun novelty to do, and I've been having some really good success with it going through walls. The best strategy I can tell you right now for Arachne with that wall thing is, of course, catching them when they don't see you coming, but also when they're escaping from you and they go around the corner, just predict their movement, their timing, all that, and you'll hit them through the wall and you'll kill them. Like we saw with the Thanatos, I've been doing that to many gods in the mid lane. Like, they get away from me and they go around the corner and they get pulled right back because I've played so damn much that I know the timing on their walking and where they'll be, and I can just pull them back and then take them out. So I've done it a lot of times already, and it's pretty cool and fun to do that. But I don't think that's enough for Arachne in the grand scheme of things. But that's just me. I could be very wrong. Next god is Bakasura. And I'm done complaining about Bakasura, but this nerf is redonkulous. All they did was give Baka a cripple. Right? That's all they did, was give Baka a cripple, right? Well, here's what they did. Here's the nerf they did to Baka. Baka's ultimate, his regurgitate, 1.5 second immunity duration now. His ult only lasts 5 seconds, his immunity is 1.5 seconds. All this because of his damn cripple. He lost 1/6 of his effectiveness on his ult because of his cripple. And now he's only immune for 1.5 seconds because of his cripple. So you can stun him sooner. People are so scared of Baka for reasons I do not understand. That cripple is not that amazing, it's not that strong. We had cripple on Arachne forever, And as good as it wasn't that scary at the same time. And you're telling me, this? Really? And made it shorter? You made his immunity shorter? He's going to be useless again, quicker? This really hurts Baka players, and I'm done. I am really done with this, because the ultimate's what Baka's all about. So, I'm done playing Baka for I don't know how long. But we're not going to see Baka for a while. We are done with Baka, and that is how I feel about it. Chronos Nerf. So here's the nerf to Chronos, and those of you who love being M1 Chronos, this hurts you a little bit. And what happened here is they reduced the speed on Accelerate. So Accelerate speed used to be 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. Now it's 4%, 8%, 12%, 16%, 20%. So quite the nerf there on his speed. He won't be going around as crazy, but you can still go pretty dang fast, even though it's decreased by 10%. So you can still be very fast Chronos, you just can't be as fast as you used to be. And that's fine, because crap, it's Chronos, and Mercury's slower than him. It's the weirdest thing to think about when you see it. Sure, he controls time, which means he can freeze time, move everywhere, than Chronos. But that's instantaneous stuff, not movement in action, unless he, I guess, had super duper control of time, which he should, because he's a god. Whatever. Lore talk is confusing. He was faster than Mercury, he might still be faster than Mercury, he is pretty damn fast with his 2. It's just not as fast. And I think he'll still be just as effective, just not as fast, which means it'll be harder for him not to get hit. Which is fine, because he is a pain in the butt anyway. He's got his ult to help him out as well, so this nerf is fine to me. He is still going to cause a lot of trouble. Definitely. And it's not all he's got. If you want to go Meiji and do with his 3-1, you can do that as well. You don't have to be an M1 Chronos. He can be amazing without his M1. He's pretty dang good. He's pretty solid. Up next is... So, Hunbats has a short little change, and that is his ult no longer needs line of sight to drop it, which means he can throw it behind a wall, it looks like. So that's interesting. So Ymir throws a wall in front of him, he can throw it behind the wall now, so that is an interesting change there for him. Alright, we got some Mercury buffs. So the Mercury buffs are this. Major Look is a little bit bigger. So it used to be 5 feet, 7.5 feet, 10 feet, 12.5 feet, and 15 feet. Now it's 7.5 feet, 10 feet, 12.5 feet, 15 feet, and 17.5 feet. So it's a little bit bigger now. And I think, I'm thinking about it, did they need to change it or not? And that first level is pretty bad, doesn't really hit anything. It's really hard to aim that thing. So maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine to put that bigger, but I think 15 was fine as the maximum. So really, they should have put up the first couple levels, and then they could have left the last level fine. But making it a bit bigger shouldn't be a big thing anyway, so good on him for that. Now the buff to his power, though, so it went from 70, 100, 130, 160, 192, 90, 115, 140, 165, and 90. So what they did here is they made the first levels better. Because that one is hard to land, it's not much of a threat, but giving it that much, it makes it a little bit more of a threat, so good on him for that. Now they've made a change to his 2, because people are talking about, hey, he doesn't get faster, what the hell? So now he does. His 2 gives him 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10% as a passive. So you just have it. You don't have to turn it on, it's a passive. So that's pretty nice for him. Gives him more speed, and what that does is it also gives him more power, because speed affects his power. And they've also changed his passive as well. Now he gains 25% power from movement speed instead of the 20% it was before. So there you go. So now it's 25%, so he's a little bit stronger there. They didn't change range doing anything, so there you go. So yeah, he got buffed across the board quite a bit. And I think it's fine for him, I really do. Because he's squishy as hell anyway, so he's still going to be easy as hell to kill, but at least he'll have a little more lethality to him. And that's fine, because I don't really think he's all that scary anyway. I think you can get a lot of kills when you can get him fed, but that's with any god. But I think he's more of a support god, really. He's good at clearing with his 1, he's good at doing a Sobek pull with his 3, even better than Sobek's pull because of what he can do with it. And his 2, he can do cause a bunch of trouble then his ult where he can be anywhere or cause some trouble with his disorient. And the 3 has been changed to, if you die during your 3, you can't pull someone somewhere now. Which is appropriate, because you died while you were about to throw somebody, so there you go. Now we got a Naya change. So the change for Naya is now the reduction on the ring as it bounces is 25% instead of 30%. Small little change there, and I think that's perfectly fine. Naya's ring, of course, not being able to hit as much as used to anyways, is... So there you go. At least it's able to hit multiple targets and still punish bad positioning, but it's not as lethal as it was back in the day, and that's perfectly fine. This is Pretty good change to 9, just means you gotta rely more on other things. And really, the ring toss was your main killer the first half of the game until you got your flaming spear going. And it just nerfs it a little bit. But you can still be pretty good with it, I think. Thanatos! Now, he's gotten sort of buffs, and as they reduce some of the losing here. This now only uses 5% of his HP instead of 10%. His Death Scythe, so his skill shot, only uses 5% of the 10% now. And his Howling Death. Why did I say Howling? I meant Hovering Death, what the hell. And his Hovering Death is now 10% instead of 15%. So, you get knocked below 15%, you couldn't use it as escape, you couldn't use it as an attack or anything, you just couldn't do anything with it. Now it's 10%, so get knocked down low to your ult, you can get away, you can use it to kill somebody, there you go. I don't think they really need to do that. I think it was fine how they were, because he's supposed to be, risk and reward and all that stuff, but that's what they've done. They've made it so it's a little bit easier to do his stuff, and he doesn't suffer as much for it, and we'll see if that's fine or not, I don't know. I don't think they need to make the changes, though. Really, I don't think they did. I think he was fine. Because this does not change his problems later in the game. Ymir over here, now he doesn't need line of sight for things. No longer needs line of sight for his 2, no longer needs line of sight for his 3. So now, even if there's a wall in his way, he can still cast and catch someone with the edge of it or something like that, or get someone through wall. So that's cool there. And his ultimate now no longer deals damage if he dies before detonation. So those are all the changes there. Now, up next is Hell.